All right, welcome in to Thursday edition Sports with Balls. I'm your host, Jeff Michael. Man, what a night. What a night for Major League Baseball. Golly. Crazy. And then, of course, tonight, we got the NFL Thursday night football. It's going to be a blast. Welcome in. Thursday, what is this? October the 12th, man. Holy crap. Inching up to Halloween, my son's favorite holiday, man. I don't know what it is, but he's 9 in November, and he likes Scream, Jason, Michael Myers. Like, it doesn't even really scare him. It's wild, man. Halloween's his favorite holiday. But the holiday season's upon us, and we're down here in Houston, Texas. Welcome into the show. It's a gorgeous morning in Houston, finally, after months of 100-degree weather. It was 60 degrees when I woke up this morning. Absolutely phenomenal. So, look, go to Sports with Balls on all your social media outlets. We're there. And your podcast arenas for all of the other shows. This is show 236. So there's a lot of sports that we got going on. Welcome in. Let's see. What do we got going on today? National Harry Potter Book Day. Never read them. I know a lot of people have. That lady's rich. National Gumbo Day. National Savings Day. Yeah, National Pulled Pork Day. That's big for me, being from right here, Memphis. I know Texas is beef barbecue. Memphis and Tennessee are pork, and it is delicious. And another one that rings true to a lot of our listeners, I hope not, but a lot of our listeners and me, it's World Arthritis Day. Take your meds this morning, and let's get going, man. Let's get going. Welcome into the show, Kevin Anthony, as always. F the Dodgers, Astros in 5 against South Oklahoma, a.k.a. the Texas Rangers. Yep, we're going to talk about that. Man, Astros do it again. We'll get into the Atlanta Braves and Philadelphia Phillies series. I've talked about it every day. It's just a phenomenal atmosphere. People are on the top of the stadium in Philadelphia. On the top of the stadium. How'd they get there? That place was booming last night in more ways than one. We'll talk about the Major League Baseball playoffs. And obviously, we're going to talk about Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs. That's right. I said it. Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs. Because, look, as much as y'all may not think about this in like the right way, it's like, oh, what Taylor Swift have to do with NFL? If you're superstitious in any sort of way, which a lot of people are, gamblers, of course, but Taylor Swift has the Chiefs on an unbeaten streak. I'm just saying, and she will be in the house tonight as the Broncos head into Kansas City, where, if I'm correct, they have lost. The sun is booming in here. Like, that's wild. I love it. The Kansas City Chiefs have beaten the Denver Broncos, I think, 18 straight times. 18. It's something absolutely ridiculous like that. So, we'll get into that. Man, look at that sunlight. It is just beaming. It's like I have a ray of sun coming in here. That's crazy. I'm going to have to get a shade now, I guess, because there is no shade right there. You got me for 30 minutes. We'll get into all of MLB playoff games, the NFL Thursday night football. There's some college football tonight. We'll talk about the bets that are going on. That ought to be a lot of fun. I wonder if I can stop that. I feel like I'm going to mess something up if I try to block that sun, but let's see. Nah, screw it. We'll just keep rolling. The glow is on point. Yeah. All right, guys, let's get into it, man. Let's start off with Major League Baseball. Let's get going. Which game do you guys want to start off with? What series do you want to start off with? Because there are some storylines galore here. I mean, unbelievable storylines. Let's go Braves Phillies. Bryce Harper. Multiple home runs. The guy looks like the kid that used to play. He's just a phenomenal baseball player. All the talking shit last night, rounding the bases after he hits home runs. I love it. And I told you, the atmosphere in Philadelphia is unbelievable. Please let this series go 5. I want it to go back to Atlanta. I want to see the crowd there. I said from day one, I want this series to go 5. It's just a great, great baseball series. Those are great baseball towns. Great baseball towns, man. It's awesome. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. They play again tonight. Philadelphia won 10-2 last night. Atlanta Braves have 104 wins on the season. 104 wins on the season. Philadelphia just came in hot. They came in as the hotter team. They lead that series 2-1. And they are the only game on the docket tonight, 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. Again, Philadelphia could wrap it up. Spencer Strider will try to save the Atlanta Braves season against Ranger Suarez. I'm going to say go Atlanta. I'm not an Atlanta Braves fan, not a Philadelphia Phillies fan, but I'm a fan of baseball. So go Atlanta. I want to see this series get back to Atlanta. I want it 2-2, game 5, win or go home. That's game 7s, game 5, whatever. That's the best 2 words in sports. Game 7. In this case, game 5, because it's a 5-game series. But man, I don't want this to end. Unlike the Arizona Diamondbacks and LA Dodgers series. There's some brutal stats here. There is some absolutely brutal stats for the LA Dodgers here. I don't know which one to bring up first. I don't. LA Dodger fan is livid or upset. What are you getting rid of your manager? They've made the playoffs. Get this. They've made the playoffs 10 straight years. 10. Dude, I'm going to have to do something about that. that sun coming in is phenomenal. Like, it is wild. There we go. I have to hold my hand up right over it. 10 straight series for the LA Dodgers. They have won the World Series once, and that was a 60-game COVID season. So that I don't know. If you're a Dodger fan, that sucks, man. That absolutely sucks. 101 wins on the season, or 100 wins on the season, and a 84 red-hot Arizona Diamondbacks team came in and took you to town. They got you. They did. The Dodgers, just where do you look? You've got the team. Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts went 1 for 22. And the one hit shouldn't have even been a hit. So basically, they didn't get a hit in the entire series. The Dodgers starting pitchers, 25.04 ERA, something like that. Terrible. You throw Lance Lynn out there, who had 42 home runs on the year, and the first inning, he gets 4 bombs off of him. Who's to blame? Who's to blame here? Dodger fans got to be livid, man. The playoff woes continue in L.A. You know where the woes don't continue? Houston, freaking Texas, man. Y'all can hate the Astros all you want. Hate the Astros all you want. They embrace it. And this team is absolutely a dynasty. They have to be. Well, what's your reasoning for not giving them a dynasty? Everybody says the 90s Braves were a dynasty. This team is on 7 straight ALCSs. That's almost more than the Braves. I think they won 8 straight in the 90s. But they've already won 2 World Series. They're going back to their 4th World Series. Maybe. Like, they're better than the Braves, and the Braves were a dynasty. Say all you want about the cheating of 2017. They have proven over and over and over again that this team didn't need to cheat and doesn't cheat, and they still kick everybody's ass. So, Hate them all you want, man. The Houston Astros are damn good. They are a great, great baseball team. And look, Jose Abreu, very, very lackluster regular season. The signing of him in the offseason was supposed to be this enormous signing that never really came to fruition during the regular season. But if this is all he has to do, thank the Lord that he's doing it. He's shown up. This kid is phenomenal. Another home run last night. The Astros beat the Twins 3-2 and move on to their 7th straight ALCS. That's insane. Insane. Dodgers go home. Astros move on. Braves and Phillies play another day. And that game continues tonight. Excited about that. Really excited. Baseball's on fire. All y'all that were complaining about the rule changes. Look, in fact, the pitch clock, y'all were yelling about that. Now it's become part of the crowd. The crowd's chanting during the pitch clock. They're doing countdowns like somebody's at the free throw line in an NBA game. It's awesome. It adds to the allure of the game. Pitchers are waiting until the last second before they start their windup. It's great. The atmosphere in Philadelphia and Atlanta is awesome. You can't beat playoff baseball. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun. Go listen to some of the crowd noises from last night's game between Atlanta and Philly. Go listen to those home runs. It's great. It's great. Baseball's done a great job. All right, we move on to the NFL. Well, tonight, Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs host the Denver Broncos. Woo! Look, there's not a whole lot to say about this game. That's why I'm bringing Taylor Swift into it. I'm going Kansas City right now. Let's see what the line sits at right now. I know it was 10. It was 10.5. And if it's anything below 12, I'll probably bet the Chiefs. Yeah, it's sitting right at 10.5 with the over-under 47. Look, guys, the Denver Broncos are a bad football team. They're a very, very, very bad football team. If they lose again tonight, the Broncos move to 1-5. And you're going to have some really, really big rumblings about what direction the Denver Broncos are going. We don't know. Who's going first? Sean Payton's not leaving. I can promise you that. Russell Wilson, I'm thinking he's gone. I said week 8. Here we are. Week 6. And Russell Wilson and Denver Broncos are about to be 1-5. I don't know what the money line is on this, but I bet it's +4 something. It's got to be. The over-under sits at 47. Kevin Anthony says the Chiefs bring in 45 points alone. Yeah, the Denver defense is absolutely horrid. So, look, Taylor Swift's going to be in the house. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win. This is going to be an ongoing thing. I know people hate it that Taylor Swift is brought into all this, but look, man, if you're superstitious, and a lot of people are in sports, that's what it's about. Sorry about the glare, guys that are tuning in now. Bam. See, usually it's like that. It looks like the sun has finally shown up in my office, so I will have to put my curtains back up to block this. Absolutely unbelievable, but it does look kind of cool. Get some sun action. But if you're listening on the podcast, thank you for tuning in to the podcast. Thank you for tuning into the show, whatever and however you are listening. Today's show is brought to you by the one and only Christian's Tailgate. Coolest spot to go watch games, to go root on your favorite team. Go to christianstailgate.com. One of their 5 Houston area locations. They're award-winning food, drink specials. They've got games going on all the time. They've got 45-plus screens at all the location. They've got the UFC fights. They got the boxing matches. They got Astros playoffs. They got whatever team you're rooting for. There's Bills Mafia location here. There's a Dallas Cowboys location. Just go to christianstailgate.com. Also, this stuff right here, Hobuzz. Just go to HOBUZZCO.com. THC infused seltzer. I have one of these almost daily. No alcohol, THC infused. The stuff is good. No effects, no hangovers, no nothing. Enjoy the games. Enjoy nights out with your friends. Go to Hobuzz CO. Oh, let me see if I can get this. There we go. hobuzzco.com. Man, I need to fix that. I don't think I can do it right now. It is what it is. I'm not going to take a 45-second break to go hang up something to fix it. It is what it is for today's show. Sorry about that. If you're trying to watch on air live, do have a glare, but it will be fixed mañana. But there is a game tonight, the Thursday night football. I mean, how many stats you want me to rail off here? Kansas City Chiefs are good. The Denver Broncos are bad. Broncos aim to end a 15-game losing streak. That's what it is. I said 18. It's 15. Fantasy football implications, you're playing all your Chiefs. That's it. There's not a whole lot to discuss here. You're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. Anybody, Patrick Mahomes, Isaiah Pacheco. In fact, I'm playing my buddy Joe tonight and Isaiah Pacheco. And I hope he doesn't go off. and maybe I'm going to bet Broncos because maybe hedge my fantasy football. Is that what I'm going to do? Man, that is. But we'll see. We will see. There's also a situation going on in Cleveland, folks. I had mentioned a little bit about this yesterday. Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns are at some sort of situation over there. It's Thursday. And if he doesn't play, what do the Browns do? He was cleared medically to play last week, and he did not. He's been cleared to play medically this week, and he hasn't practiced with the team. There's some serious issues going on with Deshaun Watson over in Cleveland. And I said yesterday, again, the Houston Texans know all about this. I don't think that he's mentally prepared or capable to be an NFL quarterback, especially after all the things he went through. Look, guys, you can say he's innocent, guilty, however you want to look at his massage therapy sessions. Like he was just being a man. Dude, that's a messed up individual, if you ask me. To need that many masseuses, that many massage, you know exactly what was going on. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. So there's some mental issues there. You know that Deshaun Watson's not okay upstairs. And in order to play the position of NFL quarterback, you have to be really prepared mentally. This kid is not. He's been medically cleared to play, and he won't. Remember, folks, he sat out an entire year in Houston while healthy. And here we are again. After a $200 plus $260 million guaranteed contract, this kid won't play. What do you I don't know, man. I've said this, and I'm going to continue to say it, that Deshaun Watson is not an NFL quarterback. His talent is off the chain. We all know that. We've seen it. But upstairs, mentally, Deshaun Watson is not prepared to play the position of NFL quarterback, and you're starting to see it. What do you do? What do you do if you're Cleveland and this guy doesn't want to play? First of all, you're going to run him out of town. I know that. But you've already guaranteed him all that money. Is Deshaun Watson, like if he doesn't play, is he done? Even if he does play, you've seen him actually have a massive decline. He's not the same guy. He's not at all. I don't know what to say. What's the locker room like? Is he losing the locker room? Because that's a huge ordeal. If Deshaun Watson can't play or doesn't play and he loses the locker room, well, big problems. Huge problems in Cleveland. Another place they got big problems, Arizona. What's going on with Kyler Murray? Is he healthy? Is he going to play? Another place they've got massive problems is the Minnesota Vikings, where Kirk Cousins came to the podium yesterday to address trade talk. And he said, quote, unquote, it's not worthy of his time. He doesn't focus on stuff like that. I know he doesn't. But when there's smoke, there's fire. And there's been smoke around Kirk Cousins and Minnesota Vikings for a little bit now. And Kirk Cousins' agent has done great. He's franchise tagged him a few times. He's got a, $100 million deal. Kirk Cousins has made a lot of money being an average quarterback. But there are some killer quarterbacks coming out in the draft this next year. I've mentioned them on this show plenty of times. Caleb Williams, Quinn Ewers, Bo Nix, Drake May. The list goes on and on. So if you're Minnesota, what direction you plan on going? Where do you want to go? Justin Jefferson is now out at least 4 games, and I think he'll hold out longer because he actually didn't get the contract he wanted from Minnesota. So he has no reason to rush back. Minnesota is pretty much out of the playoffs already. But look, those of y'all thinking New York Jets, why are you trying? We're 6 games in. What are you going to teach a new offense to Kirk Cousins? I don't think that's the place. The Patriots could be. Look, the Patriots could have him next year too. Draft a quarterback, get rid of Mac. Seems like Mac Jones isn't it either. There's a lot of guys that aren't working out right now. Like, for real. Think about it. Russell Wilson, not working out. Mac Jones, not working out. Kirk Cousins, not working out. Some of these are just situational. Some of it, the situation is not working out. Some of it's just bad quarterback play. You pick. All right, there's some bets tonight, too. College football, the University of Houston will be playing tonight along with SMU, East Carolina, and West Virginia. Houston will take on 4-1 West Virginia. This is a good bet for me. I'm taking West Virginia minus 3 points. The over-under is 49.5. It's in Houston. Houston's 2-3 on the season, 0-2 in the Big 12. West Virginia's a good football team. They are 4-1, 2-0 in the Big 12. And I know a lot of you Houstonians and University of Houston alumni are going to be like, damn you. But, man, it's about the money. Give me West Virginia minus the 3 points. SMU at East Carolina. SMU's a good football team. They played a tough schedule already. They're 3-2. East Carolina's 1-4. SMU minus 11.5. Ooh, that's tough. It's in East Carolina. I hate taking all favorites all the time, but SMU's good. I think I'll go with SMU minus the 11.5 and West Virginia minus the 3 points. Should I go to that West Virginia Houston game tonight? Every time I go to the Houston Stadium, it's not packed. University of Texas will be in Houston later on this season. I know that'll be packed, but it'll be 3/4 Texas fans. The Cougars they're not an elite team, but they're upper tier. They can't pack that stadium in the 3rd or 4th largest city in the United States. Do they need a new stadium? I don't know. SMU, East Carolina, West Virginia at Houston. Then tonight, the baseball game that we had talked about earlier. Atlanta Braves at the Philadelphia Phillies at 7 o'clock. When the NFL, I know most of y'all are going to watch the NFL. When the NFL goes to commercial, switch over to this game. You might not leave it. The crowd is incredible. Philadelphia Philly fan could care less if Kansas City's playing tonight or not. That place will be absolutely packed. I don't know if anybody's going to be on the roof again like they were last night, but it will be slammed. The game is at 7:07 on TBS. Atlanta's favored pretty heavily, too. Minus 155. They got Spencer Strider on the mound. And as of late, he's a hit or miss. He broke the Atlanta Braves record this year for strikeouts. The kid's good. I don't know what game he's going to have tonight. He's going to have his A game. If so, Atlanta wins. It's as simple as that. If Spencer Strider brings his A game, Atlanta wins the game. If Spencer Strider, they get to him early, they're going to lose, and they're going to get knocked out. And then you're going to have Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Look, I don't know if Major League Baseball can't be too happy with this. The Dodgers are out. The Yankees didn't make it. Boston Red Sox didn't make it. St. Louis Cardinals didn't make it. What's their pool? Their biggest pool is that 7:07 game tonight. So if Major League Baseball had anything to do with this, they're going to try to extend this series because this is their biggest draw. Do the Diamondbacks and the Phillies draw an audience on TV? No. The Braves will draw the biggest audience. MLB wants the Braves to win. Around the nation, the Braves have a way bigger audience than any of the teams left. The Astros, outside of Houston, and in fact, outside of Texas, because now you have a Texas series going on for the first time ever. The Astros and Rangers will go at it in the playoffs. But outside of Texas, who cares? Nobody's going to watch that series. I'm just being honest. Nobody in Florida cares about the Astros and Rangers. Nobody in New York, especially California, they don't care. Dodgers season's over. MLB just lost probably 8 million fans because the Dodgers got swept. So, I mean, who does MLB want to win? The Atlanta Braves. So go Braves tonight. I want the Atlanta Braves to win tonight because I'm part of that audience that wants to see this game, go see this series, go to game 5. Man, I would watch every single pitch of that game. That would be Saturday. Saturday night, Phillies at Braves, game 5. Bring it on, please. Spencer Strider, please be on your A game tonight. And I'm not rooting against Philadelphia. I'm just rooting for the series. I want to see game 5. A must-win game between these two would be unbelievable. By the way, going back to the Texas Astros series, there is rumors that Max Scherzer, who's out with an injury, will throw a simulation game today. That's interesting. And I thought about it. Would this affect the series between the Astros and the Rangers? I do believe so, and I think negatively for the Rangers. I do. Max Scherzer hasn't been that good. We just saw what happened to Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. He got rocked. He was pulled in the first inning. So if you try to shove Max Scherzer out there coming off an injury to these Houston Astros, who you cannot throw fastballs to, I think that's going to be devastating for the Rangers. Yeah, he's a big name. Yeah, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Don't throw him. If you're smart, and well, look, obviously Astros, throw him out there. Let's go. I don't think that changes the series one bit for the Astros. Bring it on. Offensively, the Rangers are on fire right now. They are. They are absolutely on fire. And they just beat a Baltimore Orioles team that won 100 games. But the Astros are a completely different beast. This is not going to be 9-1 Rangers, 10-3 Rangers. No. This might as well be the Astros Invitational, the ALCS. Bring it on. The Astros and Rangers, phenomenal. But again, probably only in the state of Texas. All the big names aside from the Braves and Phillies are gone. The Dodgers are gone. I told you before, no Yankees, no Red Sox, no St. Louis. And all those great teams, they're not in. The media drawers, the TV drawers, they're out. Nobody wanted to see the Minnesota Twins. The MLB is so happy the Twins are out. But now you got the Astros and Rangers going at it in the ALCS, which starts Sunday. I don't believe they've even got a time yet for this. Nope, it's to be determined. In Houston, which is weird, that doesn't vote well for the Astros because they're an under 500 home team. If they can split the series in Houston, they're doing very well. Because on the road, they're really good. But we'll see Justin Verlander probably pitch first game for the Astros. Not exactly sure who's going to come out for the Rangers. Going to be a blast there on Sunday in Houston. Cannot wait. Excited for that. And hopefully we'll see a game 5 Saturday night. And then the NLCS will start Tuesday, where the 84-win Arizona Diamondbacks await the winner of the Phillies and Braves series. Thursday, man, what a show. Thank you guys for listening into all this. And, of course, tomorrow I'll have Where Do You Want to Be? That's where you want to be over the weekend. I'll give you the biggest games and the biggest storylines going into the weekend. See what stadium or what place or what city you'd like to be in. This show obviously brought to you by Christian's Tailgate. Go to christianstailgate.com. Award-winning food, drink specials, incredible place to watch your games. And also, HoBuzzCO.com, THC-infused seltzer, 832-929-4563. Give them a call or go to HoBuzzCO.com. Get your THC-infused seltzer. Stuff is absolutely delicious. Man, I love doing the show on a daily basis and getting it all out. I got guests lined up for next week, so y'all pay attention. Go follow Sports with Balls on all your social media, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, all of them. And then also go follow Sports with Balls in your podcast arenas. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. I'm Jeff Michael. We out of here.